just kind of like hard to digest and you need cones. And not saying that those are bad beers, you know, some people, and it's just kind of like hard to digest and you need cones. And not saying that those are bad beers, you know.
One course?
Essentially, yeah, maybe a salad course.
Okay.
But you need to see this, especially a little, whoa!
Did you really have large ones or the average size?
Large is fine, we're just roasting them. Great. We bring you goodness.
When I think about sustainability, especially in our field, with food and agriculture, I think about at least three things. Is it economically viable for the farmer? Can they make an honest living? Is it environmentally sensitive or responsible? Is it taking care of the land and the natural resources that we need to continue to feed ourselves and live on this planet? And then is it socially just? Are the workers involved, everyone involved, being taken care of?
Well, sustainability is a challenging issue. It's something that, if thought about correctly, goes all the way to the guys who wash dishes in restaurants, making a sustainable living, to the farmers who supply us the food, to people who live in the area to be able to afford the restaurant. Because if farm to table becomes an elitist experience, then it's going to die. It's not going to work.
People don't get it, right? Like if we talk about like, hey, we're doing this sustainability thing, people are like, yeah, so you recycle your cans, great, that's cool. Sure, no, it's more than that. And we also don't think of sustainability as something that we try to do so much as it's just something that we do because we should.
But as restaurant folks and you know, as business people in this community, our job is to have a relationship and a connection with these great farming projects and to be the storytellers, to explain why it's important, why these things are beautiful, why they're delicious, that the role that we play is to be there, to be able to share you know, the product and the opportunity to experience these great things. So, you know, as restaurant folks, I think our most important role in sustainability is our personal commitment to it, and then our commitment to telling the stories and really sharing the light with the folks who make these great experiences possible.
We spend, you know, a lot of money and a lot of time working with local farmers. And the people that benefit, as far as we're concerned, are twofold. One, the people that we buy from, because it's very important for them to have the resources that we spend to make a living doing what they do and doing what they love. And secondarily, it's our customers. It's the people for whom we sort of serve as the rhythm of the season as to food. They can come in here and have, you know, soft shell crabs when they're in season, have quail when it's in season, have summer squash when it's in season, or butternut squash, which is in season now. And there's a way in which our bodies all respond to the temporal nature of food that's pretty profound.
Seasonality in beer is very, very important to me. I think it should be very important to everybody because everything that we do in our lives is seasonal. You don't wear the same clothes all year round. You don't eat the same food all year round. When it's dark out, you want something different than when it's light out. When you're cold, you want something different than when you're hot. Our entire world exists in a season, in a seasonality trend. And so I don't see why anything like beer should be consistent all the time. Here's a great thing about breweries. We get grain in this case, let's say we get grain in from North Carolina, right? It's coming from up near the mountains. It's from a farm that's a couple hours from here. We make beer with it, and we go through this process in which we're wetting the grain, we're extracting the sugar from it, and then we're left with the husks of the grain. That grain goes into a tote that our local farmer drops off to us, and it goes to feed his cows. It's this wonderful circle where everything is coming off of a farm and going back to a farm. And that, to me, is a beautiful picture of sustainability, right? Like there's industrial use coming out of this, but there's also, you know, food in multiple different ways. Not only are we creating a beverage with it, but we're also creating beef with it, and we're creating all of these different things.
And that, to me, is a perfect picture of sustainability.